Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Nürburgring in Nuremberg, Germany. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the north-northeast. JD Ellis is P1. Dylan Visagi from South Africa is third. Mike McGeer from South Africa in Mercedes Arena is fourth. Tommy Glad from South Africa is sixth. Mike McGeer in Vidal Chicane is P2. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P5. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P6 up 28.59. Dewald Lambert is up 28.06 in Advenbogen. Five minutes remaining in the session. Dylan Visagi from South Africa is eighth. JD Ellis is provisional pole with a 1:45.805. Dylan Visagi is up 19.51 in Bilsteinkov. Dolf Hoff from South Africa is P2 up 0.75. Dolf Hoff is up 0.81 in Advenbogen. Dolf Hoff improved his P4 with a 146.583. 1.627 off pole. Tommy Glad is P5. Tommy Glad improved his fifth with a 149.665. 4.709 off pole. JD Ellis from South Africa is P2. JD Ellis is provisional pole with a 145.472. Janine Glad from South Africa in Vidal Chicane is 6th up 23.94. Janine Glad improved his 6th with a 148.901. 3.945 off pole. Peter Geldenhuis is P1. Peter Geldenhuis is provisional pole with a 144.072. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is 9th. Dolf Hoff is P6. Dolf Hoff improved his 5th with a 145.798. 1.726 off pole. Tommy Glad is 9th. Tommy Glad improved his P8 with a 148.737. 4.665 off pole. Janine Glad in Advenbogen is P9 up 0.38. Janine Glad improved his 8th with a 148.429. 4.357 off pole. Mike McGeer is 4th up 0.16. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Mike McGeer improved his P2 with a 145.389. 1.317 off pole. Tommy Glad in Advenbogen is 9th up 0.98. Tommy Glad improved his P7 with a 147.521. 3.449 off pole. Mike McGear is P3. Best lap is a 1:45.389. 1.317 off pole. Mike McGear is up 0.12 in Vidal chicane. Mike McGear improved his P2 with a 1:45.199. 1.127 off pole. Announcer bot is active. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa in Yokohama S is P1. JD Ellis from South Africa in Mercedes Arena is P1. Mike McGeer from South Africa in Mercedes Arena is third. JD Ellis in Vidal chicane is P1. Peter Grobler from South Africa in Vidal chicane is P2. The race session is at Nürburgring in Nürburgring, Germany. The wind speed is 7 km/h from the north-northeast. Peter Geldenhuis is first. Mike McGeer from South Africa is second. Dylan Visagi from South Africa is P3. JD Ellis from South Africa is fourth. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P5. Dolf Hoff from South Africa is sixth. Tommy Glad from South Africa is seventh. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Peter Geldenhuis is P1. Dylan Visagi is fourth. Dewald Lambert in Yokohama S is fifth. Dylan Visagi in Mercedes Arena is P3. JD Ellis is P4. Dylan Visagi is third. J.D. Ellis in Bilstein-Kov is P4. Dewald Lambert in Advan Bogan is 5th. Dolfhoff in Vidal Chicane is 6th, 0.1 ahead of Tommy Glad. Dewald Lambert is P5, 0.3 behind J.D. Ellis. J.D. Ellis is 5th, 0.2 behind Dewald Lambert. Dylan Visaggi exiting pits. J.D. Ellis is now P4. Tommy Glad is 5th. Tommy Glad lost 5th to Dolfhoff. Peter Grobler from South Africa in Mercedes Arena is 7th. Best lap is a 2:36.847. 5.707 off the fastest lap. J.D. Ellis is 3rd. Best lap is a 2:35.643. 4.503 off the fastest lap. J.D. Ellis lost P3 to Dewald Lambert. Tommy Glad is P6, 0.3 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler is P7. Peter Grobler passed Dewald Lambert for 5th. Dewald Lambert in Vidal Chicane is P6, 0.4 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler is P6. Dylan Visaggi is P8, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Dewald Lambert in Mercedes Arena is 6th, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Janine Glad from South Africa in Mercedes Arena is P9. Best lap is a 1:53.257. 4.948 off the fastest lap. Janine Glad is now P8. Dewald Lambert is P5, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. Dewald Lambert passed Peter Grobler for P4. Peter Grobler in Advan Bogan is 5th, 0.3 behind Dewald Lambert. Dewald Lambert is 4th, 0.4 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler is 5th, 0.5 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert in Mercedes Arena is 4th, 0.3 behind Dolph Hoff. Peter Grobler is 5th, 0.4 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert in Bilsteinke is P4, 0.2 behind Dolph Hoff. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P5, 0.5 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert from Bhutan is P4, 0.3 behind Dolph Hoff. Janine Glad is 7th. Dolph Hoff in Yokohama S is 4th, 0.3 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert in Mercedes Arena is P4. DeWald Lambert passed Dolph Hoff for 3rd. Dolph Hoff is 4th, 0.3 behind DeWald Lambert. Peter Grobler from South Africa in Bilsteinke is 5th, 0.2 behind Dolph Hoff. Dolph Hoff is P4, 0.2 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler is P4, 0.3 behind Dolph Hoff. Five minutes remaining in the session. Tommy Glad is P9, 0.5 behind DeWald Lambert. Tommy Glad passed DeWald Lambert for 8th. DeWald Lambert in Mercedes Arena is 9th, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Peter Grobler on lap 6 is P4, 0.8 behind Dolph Hoff. DeWald Lambert is 9th, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. DeWald Lambert passed Tommy Glad for P8. Janine Glad in Vidal chicane is P7. Tommy Glad is 9th, 0.5 behind Dewald Lambert. Peter Grobler is P4, 1.0 behind Dolf Hoff. Janine Glad is P7, 1.6 behind Dylan Visagi. Peter Grobler in Vidal chicane is P4, 0.4 behind Dolf Hoff. Dolf Hoff is 3rd, 0.4 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler in Mercedes Arena is P4, 0.5 behind Dolf Hoff. Peter Grobler was 0.8 faster last lap. JD Ellis in Bill Steinkov is P2, 4.0 ahead of Dolf Hoff. Peter Grobler in Advenbogen is 4th, 0.5 behind Dolf Hoff. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan in Vidal chicane is P7, 3.6 ahead of Janine Glad. Peter Grobler in Yokohama S is 4th, 0.5 behind Dolf Hoff. Dolf Hoff is P3, 0.7 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler in Advenbogen on lap 9 is 4th, 0.7 behind Dolf Hoff. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan in Vidal chicane is P7, 2.5 behind Dylan Visagi. Peter Grobler in Yokohama S is 4th, 0.4 behind Dolph Hoff. Peter Grobler is now 3rd. Dylan Visagi in Mercedes Arena is 7th. Best lap is a 1:45.403. 1.523 off the fastest lap. Tommy Glad is 9th. The leader has just finished the race. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa finished 1st. J.D. Ellis finished P2. Dolph Hoff finished 3rd. Dewald Lambert finished 4th. Dylan Visagi finished P5. Mike McGeer finished 6th. Janine Glad finished P7. Peter Grobler finished 8th. Tommy Glad finished P9. Peter Grobler finished 8th. Announcer bot is active. The race session is at Nürburgring in Nürburgring, Germany. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the northeast. Peter Geldenhuis is first. JD Ellis from South Africa is P2. Dolf Hoff from South Africa is P3. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P4. Dylan Visagie from South Africa is 5th. Mike McGeer from South Africa is P6. Janine Glad from South Africa is 7th. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P8. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Peter Geldenhuis is P1. JD Ellis is P2. Dylan Visagie is 5th. Tommy Glad from South Africa is P8. Dylan Visagie in Mercedes Arena is 5th. Mike McGeer is 6th. Dewald Lambert is P4. Dylan Visagie is P5. Janine Glad is 7th, battling Mike McGeer. J.D. Ellis is second, 0.2 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Dolf Hoff is third, 0.1 ahead of Dewald Lambert. Dewald Lambert is fourth, battling Dolf Hoff. Dewald Lambert is now P6. J.D. Ellis in Mercedes Arena is P2, 0.3 ahead of Dolf Hoff. Peter Grobler is ninth, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Dolf Hoff in Bilsteinkov is second, battling Peter Geldenhuis. Dolf Hoff lost P2 to Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is second, 0.3 behind J.D. Ellis. Dolf Hoff from South Africa is third, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis is second, 0.1 behind J.D. Ellis. Peter Geldenhuis passed J.D. Ellis for first. J.D. Ellis is P2, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Dolf Hoff in Mercedes Arena is P3, 0.4 behind J.D. Ellis. Tommy Glad is P5, 0.3 behind Dylan Visagie. Dylan Visagie was 0.6 faster last lap. Tommy Glad is now P4. Dewald Lambert in Bilsteinkov is 5th, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad was 2.5 faster last lap. Dylan Visagie is 6th, 0.2 behind Dewald Lambert. Dylan Visagie was 3.0 faster last lap. Mike McGeer is 7th, 0.1 behind Dylan Visagie. Mike McGeer passed Dylan Visagie for 6th. Dylan Visagie is P7, 0.3 behind Mike McGeer. Mike McGeer is 6th, 0.6 ahead of Dylan Visagie. Dolf Hoff in Mercedes Arena is P3, 0.4 behind J.D. Ellis. Mike McGear in Bilstein Cup is P6, 0.8 behind Tommy Glad. Dolph Hoff is P3, 0.4 behind JD Ellis. Mike McGear is P6, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Dolph Hoff in Mercedes Arena is P3, 0.5 behind JD Ellis. Mike McGear in Mercedes Arena is 6th, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. Dolph Hoff is 3rd, 0.3 behind JD Ellis. Mike McGear is P6, 0.3 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad in Van Bogen is P6. Best lap is a 1:46.030. 1.080 off the fastest lap. JD Ellis is 2nd, 0.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Dolph Hoff is 3rd, 0.4 behind JD Ellis. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is 4th, 0.4 behind Dolph Hoff. Tommy Glad is P6, 1.0 behind Mike McGear. Dolph Hoff entering the pits is 9th. Tommy Glad is now 5th. Tommy Glad passed Dewald Lambert for 4th. Dylan Visagie in Bilsteinkov is P6, 0.2 behind Dewald Lambert. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan in Vidal Chicane is 5th, 0.3 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad is P5. Dylan Visagie in Mercedes Arena is 6th, 0.7 behind Tommy Glad. Dylan Visagi passed Tommy Glad for P5. Dewald Lambert in Bilsteinkov is P4, 0.9 behind Mike McGear. Tommy Glad entering the pits is 8th. Dylan Visagi is P5, 1.6 behind Dewald Lambert. Dewald Lambert is P4, 0.3 behind Mike McGear. Dewald Lambert was 1.1 faster last lap. Mike McGear in Mercedes Arena is 4th. Mike McGear passed Dewald Lambert for P3. Mike McGear lost P3 to Dewald Lambert. Peter Grobler is P6. Mike McGear in Vidal chicane is 4th, 0.5 behind Dewald Lambert. Five minutes remaining in the session. Dewald Lambert is P3, 1.2 ahead of Mike McGear. Mike McGear is 4th, 1.0 behind Dewald Lambert. Janine Glad in Mercedes Arena is P7. Best lap is a 147.153. 3.047 off the fastest lap. Peter Geldenhuis is first, 1.7 ahead of J.D. Ellis. J.D. Ellis was 0.6 faster last lap. Dewald Lambert in Mercedes Arena is P3, 1.7 ahead of Mike McGeer. J.D. Ellis is second, 1.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Grobler in Bilsteinkov is sixth. J.D. Ellis is second, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. J.D. Ellis was 1.3 faster last lap. Dylan Visagi is fifth. J.D. Ellis is P2, 0.7 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Dylan Visagi is fifth. J.D. Ellis in Yokohama S is P2, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Dewald Lambert on lap 12 is P3, 2.5 behind J.D. Ellis. Janine Glad is P7, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. Janine Glad passed Peter Grobler for sixth. The leader has just finished the race. Peter Geldenhuis finished P1. J.D. Ellis finished P2. Dewald Lambert finished third. Mike McGeer finished fourth. Dylan Visagi finished P5. Janine Glad is P6. Janine Glad finished 6th. Peter Grobler finished P7.